eggs! Yeah, we've got eggs. Could you believe? There's new eggs. New egg. New ship. New egg. Lots of things to talk about here. We've got this generic normal spell card, which is Draw Bread. It's an egg bagel, I guess, or something. What do you call this? I don't know. Normal spell, you can only activate the card within this name per turn. If you have a monster in your grave, any monster, pay 200, draw 1, reveal it. If it's a monster, apply this effect based on the attribute. If it's different from the monsters in your grave, you can draw 1. If it's the same as the monsters in your grave, you can discard 1. This doesn't seem completely terrible. It doesn't seem terrible. Definitely more of a draft card than more of a, you know, I'm not gonna keep talking about this every single time we do new cards. Probably not gonna be something you play in a meta deck, but it discards for effect, which is pretty good, pretty relevant. So if you're playing something that only plays the same attribute, like Dark World, I don't know, maybe you could play one of this, one single copy, because it's like hard once per turn. If you play a deck with a bunch of different attributes, it might be good for... I don't know. Why would it be good? It's just Upstart Goblin. I don't think you would play it for the draw effect, right? Yeah, it's like, why would you play this for the draw effect? Because it's just Upstart. So, yeah, I think you definitely want this if it's like, well, I guess it's, well, no, it's draw 2 if it's the same attribute. Holy shit, what the fuck? Is this good? Well, you would have to be playing only monsters. What happens if it's a spell or trap? Does nothing happen? So like Vanquish Soul has like a bunch of different attributes. Okay, so if you're playing a deck with a bunch of different attributes and is heavy on the monsters, you could play this as a literal just pot of greed for 200 life. If you play only at the same attributes, you get a draw and you get to discard a card. This is not terrible. This is actually not terrible. Again, the question always comes into modern, advanced, ranked, constructed Yu-Gi-Oh! Blah, 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 which is, you know, is it a hand trap? Is it a defensive card? Is this something you want to see in your hand going second? I mean, an extra card definitely, for sure, could be really good. But if it isn't stopping your opponent from setting up a board, you know, maybe that's not really something you want in your deck. So I think it could be good enough to play if in those conditions, which is heavy monster deck, same attributes. Different attributes. It's just pot of greed. But again, I don't know what decks really fulfill that condition, because that's a lot of monsters you're gonna have to play. What are you saying, Tier Limit? But I don't think that really works. Tier Limit has a lot of different spells and traps that you run. All right, next up we've got what are these? Are these like hero cards? Oh, there's one new hero, one new Bastion card, one new Chaz card. Is that the theme here? Okay, all right, here we go. Elemental Hero, Thunder Giant, Voltic Thunder. Do you know how easy it is to make anime decks good, by the way? There you go. Look. Simple. Just retrain it. Give it a different name. But it's basically the same guy. Give it a different effect, you know? It's not hard. This is very generic. 2 heroes with different names. Attributes. Must be fusion summoned. Can use the first second effect once per turn. This is special then your opponent controls more cards than you. Destroy all of the cards on the field? What the fuck? Okay, kinda cracked. Still waiting for the first ever hero, like, turn 1 card. I mean, this deck still doesn't end on anything, but that's sick. Yeah, that is absolutely fantastic. It's a great super poly target against heroes. Oh, shut up. This card sucks, though. But it doesn't, though. It doesn't suck. Like, what are you saying? You summon this going second. You pop everything. You contribute this card, fusion summon using a normal as a material and target an elemental hero in your grave and special summon it. Don't know if that's relevant. Seems like a Neospatian gimmick going on here. But But yeah, that's this seems like a decent go second card. I don't know if you would waste or burn your poly on making this, but heroes recycle and reuse poly multiple times, don't they? Right? They got Miracle Fusion, got Infernal Deceiver, whatever it's called, that resets the Link 2 guy, right? Like this might be good. If it's not a negate, people will always say it sucks. So the problem is like, yeah, generic Omni negates are really bad and unhealthy, but I think an in-archetype negate with some relevant thematic condition could be useful, especially for a deck like Hero, which is literally just like one Omni away from being a meta deck. Have you guys ever like genuinely tried to play or seen the Suda Hero deck in action? It is monstrous. It is terrifying. Like, you cannot beat that deck if you let it go off. Of course, you know, if is the big condition there. But my god, that deck ends on, like, the crazy new insane trap card, the new boss monster that, like, pops or something. Like, they have, like, infinite responses and stuff. And obviously, it's lots of floodgates. It's a terrifying deck. It just, like, kind of dies to having, like, good non-engine or something, you know? Like, the deck does need a negate or something to just go first. It also just has 0 plays into Nibiru still. Like, literally none. Like, Hero just cannot do any... If you just let a Hero cook, your Hero player cook, and just end of main Nibiru, like, the deck doesn't do anything. Unless they hold their cards, and then proceed to end of main anyway, but then they're ending on a significantly worse board, so I don't know. It's a good card, but I just don't think it really has an end card yet. DPE, sure, yeah. Light Water Dragon. Level 4, 14, 13. This card's name is always treated as Water Dragon. Equals effect once per turn. Retrains of these things would be so cool, man. Banish this card you control and special 3 level 5 or lower Water Wind dinos from your deck in defense. Cannot special from the extra deck for the rest of the turn except dinos and sea serpents. Okay, heavy restrictions there, but this fucker just lone fires 3 level 5s. This is Rescue Cat for Bastion. I mean, that's kind of nuts. You know what's really funny, by the way? See when you read a card like this, just from now on, just do a checklist of every new card you read in Yu-Gi-Oh! And just like, just tally up how many of them just lose to Ash Blossom. I'm not talking about the argument where it's like, oh, this card is bad, it loses to another card. What I'm saying is like, the fact that Ash Blossom just has a way to interact because of how versatile and diverse it is with like 50% of the card pool. Like Ash can just literally negate thousands of cards can be ashed. That's ridiculous, right? So it's just really funny to think that that is a thing. But yeah, this guy is completely glass cannon and vulnerable to everything. So starter cards generally are not really the issue with most archetypes. It's extenders. Because, yeah, this thing gets stopped. What are you doing? I don't know what you're doing, to be fair. In a water dragon deck. I don't know what that means. I don't know if this deck has any extenders or starters. Do you still play Mythic, Tree, and Water? Is that a thing? Hydrageddon? Isn't that what, like, Bastion does? I don't fucking know, dude. Arm Dragon. Drill Arm Dragon. You can use first, second effect once per turn. Send this card and one other wind from your hand to the grave. For the rest of this turn, all winds you control gain 300. What? Am I reading this right? This is a -2 for a 300 attack boost. Okay, let's read more. Banish any number of dragons that are 7 or higher and or wind from your grave. Add a dragon from deck to hand with a level equal to the number banished. Add a dragon from deck to your hand with a level equal to the number banished, except itself. Wait, so it doesn't banish itself from the grave? What are you doing with it? So normal summon, banish a level 7 or higher dragon from your graveyard. How are you doing that? You're not. It's just like, this is like a 2-card combo. To add one. No, to add a level 1. A level 1 dragon. I don't know which level 1 dragon in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is that good that you want to normal summon this after setting up a 7 in your graveyard to then add? This feels like a card printed in like 2016 or something. Not a starter, not extender equals garbage. I mean, it's technically a starter, sort of. This is unplayable! This is like so bad. Why is it so bad? Oh yeah, this one is ashable as well. We're gonna do this from now on for new cards. Sorry, YouTube, if this annoys you. But every time there's a new card, all right, we're not gonna do Imperm, we're not gonna do Impulse, all that stuff. We're just gonna see, like, out of every, like, pack, like batch of new cards we get in Yu-Gi-Oh!, how many of them can be ashed. So we've looked at 4 cards today, 3 of them can be ashed. That's really funny. 75% of the new cards revealed today are ashable. Who's ashing that? Oh, no one, but, like, you know, just hypothetically, you could. Okay, I don't get it. This is terrible. This is so bad. Like, so bad. I don't get it. At this point, Konami is teasing us with Fire Dragon. Water's gotten a baby and an upgraded form. Give me Tempest or give me Death. I mean, yeah, that's literally what this guy says. Like, I will search Tempest. Actually, no, he has to banish 7 to get Tempest. Absolute ass. I'm happy. Thank you, Konami. You made me happy with OCG TCG. I didn't like the Arm Dragon. I like the concept of heroes being a retrained version of Giant Thunder, but don't know what to think of the effects. Okay, but for me, the big charm is the new Water Dragon. I love it. I get why Light Water Dragon is always treated as Water Dragon, but if Gunkan could have a monster name change in the deck without breaking the card limit, there was no reason why this had to. Wait, does this guy change its name? This card's name is always treated as Water Dragon. Oh, so you actually can't play Water Dragon. Yeah, so there's a lot of dumb, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Interactions like that. Like, if you play Fusion Substitute, you can't play Polymerization. Well, you have to follow the normal, like, 3-card copy limitation. Because technically its name is, like, the same as another card. Umi does that as well, you know? You can't play, like, multiple cards that have Umi in the name. I don't know if you want to play OG Water Dragon, I guess. So, it's probably fine. But if they ever make support that actually uses the old card, which you would think would be the whole point of Legacy support, then that would be something that doesn't work. Alright, anyway, this is that's ass. I think we talked about this before, but it maybe didn't go on YouTube. But anyway, this one's a little bit older at this point. Old, 1 week. But, you know, this is Illusion Gate. It's Raigeki that costs half your life points. And then it specials a monster from your opponent's field to your graveyard. From your opponent's graveyard to your field, ignoring the summoning conditions. So yeah, Illusion Gate, this is a banger. This is a really good card. It's just Raigeki, it costs life, but it also is called by the grave or a body, depending on how you want to look at it. If you pop an entire field, you can summon back the thing that would trigger in the grave to your side of the field, or you can just take one of their baited boss monsters, like Baron or something, right? Mass Dual Brain, I know it's banned in the TCG, but, you know, as an example. It's once per duel, I guess, so maybe you'd probably not want to max out and play, like, 3 copies. Chances of drawing 2/3-ofs is 7%? No, it's not. It's like 1 or 2%, actually. So you probably still play 3-of. If you want to play some Board Breaker deck. So that's a lot of Board Breakers you can play in Yu-Gi-Oh! Technically. 3 Raigeki, 3 Dark Hole, 3 Summon Illusion Gate now if you really want. Yeah, it can be belled because it technically summons from the graveyard, which is a pretty niche interaction, but I don't really see Ghost Bell being a super popular meta-contending card. So, you know. Is this one ashable? No, this one isn't ashable. This one is bellable. Okay. So it's a good card. I think this could see play. Given the right conditions in deck, I think this is absolutely a playable card. More so than some of the ones we've seen for sure. But yeah, I guess, like, Impulse is actually quite a relevant card that a lot of people are playing, so you can Impulse this. You can Bell it. But hey, summoning back a monster could be really, really huge. Depending on the format and meta, etc., etc. Thanks everyone for tuning into this card review. See you in the next one. Let me know down below what your favorite Drill Arm Dragon target is. See you in the next one.